this era when we have a constitution which guarantees fundamental rights and freedoms of all people, including
Yeah, thank you. I do not want to delve too much into the case issues, but I want to say what is happening to me is intimidation from William Ruto himself, and is being executed by Murkomen by giving illegal instructions to the security apparatus. I was collected from RMS by Mr. Kandil, was handed over to Mr. Bet at DCI headquarters. Mr. Bet devolved me to Mr. Mutai in another office in DCI headquarters. Mr. Mutai then detained me at Kamukuji, where he handed me over to Mr. Lagat. And you can clearly see that the whole system has been made to, has been enabled in such a way that it is used to intimidate, deliberately so, any political leaders who are against William Ruto and his rogue government. One of the reasons why Mr. Murkomen is after me is because I have declared clearly that he is a minister for Goonism and coordination of national abductions and then of course terrorizing their citizens. Mr. Murkomen, I want to tell you, we don't fear you, and we will not be cowed, we will not be intimidated. We are going to remain strong. In fact, what this system is doing to us and has done to me is to make me more strong, more solid, and I'm going to ensure that we do away with this rogue government through the ballot, as it is the constitutional way, and we are going to ensure that William Ruto and his government will not get a single vote, not only from Kieni, not only from Nyeri, not only from Mount Kenya, but also from the whole country at large. We must do away with this government so that we can have a government that cares about the people, a government that does not take on these intimidation and twisting tendencies. We must ensure that the government comes is going to be constitutional. For example, how would you detain me incommunicado, and even when you have a court order, high court order, you disregard that court order? It clearly shows that this government has no intention whatsoever to follow the law. And also, I take great offense with the 48 hooded, masked, armed men who had been sent to Royal Media Services to come and arrest me, and together were enabled by 13 Subarus, 2 double cabs, and had state-of-the-art equipment, and they were running after only one unarmed person, citizen. That clearly shows that the government has a lot of resources to misuse, to abuse, and to take those resources in areas that is not necessary. I mean, we have had many leaders who have said very many bad issues. I know, for example, the DCI, they have spent a lot of time trying to study my remarks to see how they can ethnicise those remarks, but they have not been able to. They tried charging me on issues to do with the Elections Offences Act, Section 10. That is actually what is on the OP until now. And again, they discussed that and they realized that that wasn't going to work because there are no elections. Sometimes they don't even know what brain they are using to come up with some of these charges. And then they have now decided to charge me on the Penal Code 94. But in all this, I'm sure we shall get justice from the judiciary. I'm sure the determination, of course, will help us to get justice. Yeah, but all in all, William Ruto, your time is over as the President of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why I say one term more strongly than ever before.
Just before you call it a quit, Mheshimiwa, I have 2 questions. My name is Herman Kamariki from KTN. First question is, there was a little drama yesterday, and so it has been misreported by several people after you left court before you came back again. Maybe you can now make it clear where you had just gone. And then number 2, how was the feeling while with police officers today were they calm with you, or they mishandled you while in custody and even after?
Number one, at no one point have I gone against any of the orders that we have. As you all know, I have 2 high court orders. One of it releasing me on a cash bail of 100,000 police cash bail of 100,000 shillings, which the police refused to take, so that they don't obey that order. But again, I also had another high court order releasing me on a personal bond. And really, that tells you that there are court orders that had released me. It's only that the police officers were holding me. And when I was here, the police here, in obedience of those court orders, allowed me to walk out. For all of you who are here, I did not run away. I did not escape. I walked out, got into my car, had some lunch just across here, and walked back to the court. Yeah, because I have a court order, I have a high court order that has given me that freedom. And when I was here in the court, again, the magistrate was also able to give the bond terms. And again, I walked back home. So really, that is neither here nor there. We are people who obey the law, and we clearly submit ourselves to the constitution of our republic. As to the issue of the police officers, I want to say what I find is that police officers who are in uniform are civil people, and generally I find that they do not want to contravene the law, especially when they don't have such instructions. So the officers that I dealt with were kind to me. Nobody mistreated me, and nobody mishandled me. The problem we are having is this hooded masked goons, the system that has been created by Murkomen. That is what we have a problem with, because those people are not they are not submitting to our laws of the land. They are not operating under the established constitutional dictates that we know, and that is where the problem is. And those are the people, that's what we are fighting. We are saying, if someone has done anything that needs the attention of the authorities, then it must be done in a constitutional way. At no one time have I refused to submit myself to the authorities. I mean, you are coming to arrest me from a media station. That means that I'm available anywhere, every time. And then at any one time, if authorities require me, I will submit myself to them. You know, I don't want to say that they know where to get me from, because I don't want them to get me from anywhere. I just want them to place a call or write and tell me, we need you, come here. And as a law-abiding citizen, I will be there. Otherwise, these other hula-baloos and these other dramas, they are uncalled for, and it's a waste of public resources that Kenyan taxpayers are paying through their noses. Yeah.
Just one thing to say, that this is not a fight about Mheshimiwa Kaguchia. It's a fight for our constitution. It's a fight for the rule of law. It's a fight to restore order in our country. That is why we are pressing on this. Number two, you cannot fight injustice anyhow. You have to fight injustice by rebellion, resistance, and defiance. That's the only way we can fight injustice in this country. Number three, many of us will be prisoners of conscience, as Mheshimiwa has been, and as I have also been at a particular time. And we describe ourselves as prisoners of conscience because we believe that this country needs to be restored. We believe that we need to have order in this country. We believe that the rule of law needs to reign, that constitution must be respected. We believe in the order of a new republic. That is why we will be prisoners of conscience. We will not